Hmm. Okay. Give a second to send all the stuff out. God cannot stay too. It's crazy.
Mall Cop Guile.
Yep. All cop guile. It's the best thing. Gary Coleman guile. That's exactly what that is. How you doing, Jack? Okay. Some interesting stuff actually with Guile. They did like being able to hold down, then go for it, and you're like, yep, you just crouch, and then there you go. You're good for that. Still has just 2 specials.
Waiting for the update to install. Got home from work.
Ah, okay. So you're excited? Are you excited? Yeah, turn some stuff up. Boy, have I had a crazy weekend at Texas Showdown. There's all kinds of craziness happening in that.
Toads.
So like, yeah, it's my first time going to a major and playing in a major and seeing people who play these games at majors, because all I've ever played was locals. Because like being in like Louisiana, there's like not much happening here. There's like some local things. Yeah. Oh, it was crazy, Jack. It was crazy. It's weird seeing like all these like players you'd see just on streams all these years and see them like in person. It's surreal. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I was in Houston over the weekend, a few days ago. I was essentially sponsored to go to it, I guess. It means that I paid for my bus ticket and was supposed to pay for my entry into the tournament, but, you know, they still owe me money. I have to hustle him for that.
How did you do?
Oh, I did terribly. It was I was in that 0 and 2 club, but it's funny how it got to that point, because so like the day of the like Saturday morning to register, because I wasn't like pre-registered, I got up at like 7 a.m. and, you know, make sure I was done up to go downstairs and be around people. And Andre Howard, oh my god, it's Andre. That's the guy who bought my bus ticket to go to this event. I was staying with him and a few really awesome dudes. Met all these people for the first time. I like talked to Andre for like a year or two just online and being friends and shit. One second, I'm now getting messages popping up. Okay, never mind about that. So yeah, it was crazy. Waking up, and at that point in time, in the morning of Saturday, I probably had about 6 hours of sleep across 2 days. Which is not a good thing. At all. Alright? And, so I went to go register to find out, and you gotta find out when your pools are, and the other guys knew when their pools were, so they knew they could just sleep till, like, a certain point. But I didn't know when, so it's like, okay, I'm registered, and I go in, and there's people doing warm-ups and stuff. You know, playing casuals, trying to warm up for this, so, since I didn't have a stick with me, I didn't bring a stick.
Here now.
Oh, what's up, Boss Primo? Hey! I'm in my story about, the morning of the tournaments that I went to and how fucking tired I was. So, I got into, the casuals area where they were warming up, and I had to, like, borrow people's sticks if I wanted to play. So I'd walk up to a thing and be like, hey,
Hi.
I would like to play, and I would need to, like, borrow somebody's stick to play, but when y'all are done, can I use one of y'all's sticks? And have to do that with, like, everybody. That was a bummer, because Andre told me that the Legacy controllers weren't supported, so I couldn't bring my Canva, and then it turns out, like, people there were totally using Legacy controllers. I don't know. I didn't have any time to get, like, a Brooks converter, because my tax money didn't come in until, like, right before I went on this trip. So, thank God it came in when it came in, because otherwise I would have had no money at all, and having to pay for some of the shit that I had to pay for. Yeah. I was like, the whole reason I really didn't want to ever go to these things is because they're expensive, and he kept trying to convince me to go and want me to go. So I went, and I had to pay for my entry in. I was in the warm-up area, playing. Everything seemed to be going good. Like, I was getting my shit in, my setups. I had them fresh in my memory. And then I had to wait around till like noon to see when I was going to be. I was one of the 6 unseeded players when they were running pools. So. Eventually, I got put in some pool somewhere. And I was gonna be like, okay, your pool's at 7 p.m. And if I was being like smart bitch at the time, I was probably just going to sleep. But it was like past noon at that point. I was awake. I was just up. It was like, I can't just go to sleep now. I'm awake. I've had an energy drink. The fucking food truck is outside, and they got these awesome, like, grilled chicken sliders. Because it was like little slider burgers they made, and I just wanted the grilled chicken ones. They're really good. And just, like, being up and around all these people and, like, talking to people. You go hang out and have cigarettes a whole bunch. And, you know, you just talk to people outside while you're having cigarettes, and then random, big name guy walks by or something like that. Go outside, have a cigarette. Brawley Legs sitting out there with his people, and I get to go up to Brawley and be like, yo, thank you for all the Chun-Li tech over the years that's helped me learn how to play them. And a lot of these guys, they're like really, really cool with you just coming up to them and like marking out over them like they're a bunch of wrestlers. Like when I first got there on Friday, after getting off this bus ride and shit, just standing outside waiting for Andre to show up because it's not like I had a room to go to or anything. You know, Chris G just walks out, starts walking down the hall, and I had to like have my mark out moment for him, be like, I'm a fan of yours, I've been watching you for long, blah blah blah, and mark out, this is my first major, hey, this is my first major. I thought I was such a noob, is what I was, because I've only been to local things, I've never been to things that were this big. Huh. And he was cool as a motherfucker. Chris G gets my, like, cool as a motherfucker seal of approval. Just chill dude, awesome dude to talk to for like 15 minutes. And he was like, I didn't want to like take up his time. And he was like, okay. And he just needed to go somewhere. That's how like I was with all of them. I like really politely like just came to them and was like, excuse me sir, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want to say this, you know. I know who you are, you don't know who I am. And all the engagements like that with people were great. Like, talking to 801 Strider for a little bit, and be like, yo, I was all like learning Able and stuff earlier this year, and man, I was having so much fun learning Able, and that's because I watched you, and you opened up this world of grapplers, blah blah blah, how I play like Nikali, and it's crazy just talking like tech stuff with him, and you know, he was really appreciative of that, and just sitting around like bullshitting with him. Also cool motherfucker, and like talking about like grappler stuff, and you know, using the fear of certain things, you know, that stuff that like people that play these high level stuff know. And when you can like talk to these people competently about this and understand, and even he was like, man, I was playing Cammy, but I'm thinking about picking up Nikali, and I'm like, well, I play Nikali.
Senpai.
I do notice you. You need to talk to me. I see you. Yeah, it was like, it was an enlightening conversation. It was very enlightening. Like, I needed to have that conversation with somebody like that to possibly expand my brain out on this. And that was super fucking cool. You know, talked to PR Raw before the finals. Marked out for him. Talked to Alucard. He was pretty cool. I got to talk to Tasty Steve and Sajam, the Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan of Street Fighter commentary, and like apparently they totally called out the Instagram thing I took, and I didn't notice it, but sometimes during like Pools Day, I was sitting like front and center in the audience, and like the cameras of 2 different streams were kind of just like focused right in the middle of me. So sometimes at the same time, you'd be seeing my fucking fat ass being all goofy and goofing off on like Level Up and the Panda X Gaming thing. And I met the Panda guy, the Panda X Gaming guy. Shit, I forgot his name. I had the name. He was the guy that had all his shit stolen some time ago at a big tournament. It was like a really fucking terrible thing, and then like I was just hanging around him casually, and when he mentioned that, I was like, oh shit, you were that guy. Fuck, that was terrible. And it's weird just how you just suddenly come up on people in that, you know? And especially like rooming with Andre, I got to be like eventually just hanging out with all these other people. That girl Guilty, that's coming up. She's like placing in stuff as Dalsum, and I first saw her on some streams a long while back, and was like, oh, this is a cute girl that plays Dalsum. And it's like awesome, because I'm all like girls playing fighting games. Yeah, fuck yeah. And fucking met her inside, and she was quiet, and you know, I walked up to her and be like, excuse me, ma'am. I just pulled out my Twitter. I follow you on Twitter, and I saw you a while back. I just want to say hello, and you know, I think it's awesome that you're playing. And what was effed up? Remind me what was effed up. But anyway, just talking to this. Hey, it's Matthew by Obi Matthew Chaos. What's up, homie? That dude, that was awesome meeting that dude. That's another Texas Showdown guy. He took me to the gas station at one point, gave me some cigarettes because it was so hard to get anywhere, and he was a cool motherfucker to just hang out like during like finals and shit for like KI and Street Fighter 5. That was fucking so dope. Hanging out with just like these like cliquey group of people. It was awesome. And thank you, dude. Thank you for helping me out and being awesome. Hang around. Hit on this tape and get back to practicing some Gao combos. I still got more stories, don't worry. This is gonna go for a little while. And it's like, okay, so what was last thing? Guilty. Okay, so I met her. She's like, hey, I follow you on Twitter and fan. She's very quiet and kind of timid, and that's okay. Yeah, little girls like that. And she was petite too. Ooh, very petite. I was like super jealous. So I'm a big fat bitch. She's a little petite bitch, and she's cute. I was jealous. Like, you seem pretty cool. And later on, like, seeing her, like, she came into my room. Like, because one of the people I was hanging out with, Zach. Zach's a cool motherfucker. I fixed his computer. I'll get into that in a second. You know, he was just hanging out with us, and I guess she, you know, parties. So it was like cool just hanging out with her again, and I was like trying to engage with her and stuff because you can find out. It's pretty much common knowledge she's trans, so when you find that out about somebody, and as the trans woman in me is all like, oh, hey, we can get along, I guess. We can be buddies. You know, we understand each other a little bit, maybe. I think sometimes. I think trans people have that understanding of each other. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. And she was like cool, also cool as fuck, just like hang out with and go walk around outside smoking cigarettes with like the meanest group of people. It was like fucking cool. Very interesting character she is. She's like super unique and awesome. She's really fucking good. And she's getting to like travel to all these tournaments and stuff. Shit, she's getting these donations for it. I wish I got donations for that kind of shit, but I'm not on that level. You know, more power to her. She's placed like top 16. Fuck, she was awesome. Come on, where's the song from? That jab cancel into. Okay, so I should be able to cancel into. Shit, it's a lot of like partying with people over this weekend. It was pretty awesome. There you go. So if you like want to confirm off the crush counter, I guess. Like if you don't have a charge, there you go. That works, I guess. Does he have a cross up? Okay. Probably something I could do to get off that jab.
Jurisdiction over in the story mod, get hype.
Huh. So they got an able mod already? That sounds dope as fuck. I'd be all up into that. I'm gonna try to like go through his story and get colors and maybe try to play some people. I need to like actually have combos or something to get damage. Do that. Yeah, he do some pretty nice things now. That's his V skill? That don't work. Shit. Got some target combos. Yeah, it's like, it was a crazy weekend. So much partying. And it's like weird how you randomly like party and shit over there. Like, it just, I guess this is how fighting game tournaments are. It was like how Zach was describing it to me. It's like, yeah, it's like you're either, people got stuff set up in rooms somewhere to just play, or, you know, people are just drinking and smoking, or probably doing even like harder drugs. I've heard tell of there was like a group sex room somewhere. I'm like, I wonder, I'd be really curious to know just what people were in that one. I was really curious to know. I ain't saying nothing. Anyway, yeah, you just randomly, like, start smoking with people here and there. Shit, on, like, Saturday night, which was Pool's night, I was, at one point, hanging out outside with Zach and Guilty, and we were smoking cigarettes and stuff, and walked off, and this, like, guy from this wedding, two weddings, actually, at this, people that came to these people's weddings, they're just, like, in the lot. Get some stuff much. I guess 5 in the bedroom. I randomly guys that we were staying with, Tyler, because I was like remembering stuff, and then eventually I was like, oh yeah, I still got this, and there's a guy that's like actually there to play MKX and shit. I played some Super Turbo. I was excited about that. I got to play some Super Turbo against people. Like, yeah. A friend of mine from Austin there playing Super Turbo. And he was in the Jumpsuit Jesse. He was actually in. On Friday, they don't run like the big game 5 and like the smaller stuff and older games, SF4, you know, that kind of stuff. The Saturday was all the pools for everything. And we're actually gonna check out real quick and check back in.